Hello you guys, and welcome to Abundantly Minimal. My name is Sarah, and today we have another podcast recap. Today's podcast topic actually kind of came from this YouTube channel, a comment that was left on a recent video I did about the benefits of minimalism, top 10 reasons why I'm a minimalist. And I'll put the link actually to that up there so you can check it out if you haven't yet. But someone actually left a really meaningful comment saying that what they felt was one of the best benefits of minimalism is the mindset of having nothing to lose. And I really loved this comment. So Jake and I discussed this a little bit more in our podcast episode, but I wanted to recap a little bit of that for you guys right here. The idea of having nothing to lose, basically the process of letting go of the fear of something happening to our possessions that's in a negative way. Maybe this has to do with theft, concerns about someone taking our stuff. Maybe it's concerns about our stuff being destroyed, whether that's in like some sort of fire or some sort of accident, or even just us maybe recklessly or by accident damaging some of our items. Or maybe it has to do with the way that we are insuring certain items just to protect them and some of the costs involved with that. There's a lot of ways that we get attached to our stuff in a way that obviously affects us in a negative way. And once you remove that attachment, you really do go through life with more of an attitude of that you have nothing to lose. This is a conversation that Jake and I have actually talked about many times, just thinking of like, what if someone did break into our apartment and take our stuff? Obviously, we don't want that to happen. Obviously, that's not a good thing, but the idea is where we're at now compared to where we were is that, I mean, it would be unfortunate, but it wouldn't be devastating to us. We obviously have belongings that matter to us, things that are very useful. I use my computer a lot. I've got various other gadgets that I use a lot. But the truth is, if suddenly for some reason we had to walk away from everything that we own, or it was somehow taken away from us, we would be fine and it would be okay. And we would rebuild, I suppose you could say, in some degree with things, but honestly, it's such a different mindset compared to the one that I had before. And I think that's one of the best parts. We talked about the process of letting go of fear of something happening to our possessions. We talked about more tips to help remove some of your attachment to the stuff that you have. We talked about some of those negative feelings again, like guilt that we have with our possessions, dealing with the sentimental related things. We talked about some of the financial costs and benefits when you are able to have more of a nothing to lose mindset. We talked about some of the issues with storage and having storage spaces. And we also just talked about more generally about our attachments to not only things, but people and places and jobs and our identity. And so really, like, what does it look like to have that nothing to lose mindset in other areas of your life? I think it's a really freeing idea and way to live life. So those were some of the key topics we addressed in this episode of our podcast. Now I will say we are going to be stopping our podcast here, at least for the time being. I know personally I'm going to be focusing more of my efforts here on this YouTube channel and also with more writing on abundantlyminimal.com. So like for my blog there, you'll be able to check out more content there. I want to create more for you guys. So that was our podcast recap, but I'll put the link to the iTunes page down below, but also you can check out abundantlyminimal.com to access it too. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if this content gives you value, we would love to have you as a subscriber. We have so much more that we want to share with you related to minimalism and healthy living, so we'd love to have you here if you're interested. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.